2025 is finally over. And Real Madrid once again finishes with a win, but the performance was once again just below par. It's honestly laughable how many chances Sevilla had today. And I don't even want to get angry, but I have to, bro. For today, especially for that first half. And after Sevilla got a red card as well. You deserve the boot of misery, bro. The boot of misery, bro. I'm not gonna be shouting today because I just don't care about this fucking team anymore. Because this comment is the best thing that has happened to me after, I don't know, maybe we beat Barcelona from Real Madrid. That it's finally over and that we can move on to a new year with hopefully new football and better results in the league and in the Champions League as well. Because let's be honest, guys, the last month and a half for Real Madrid, both performances on and off the pitch has just been awful. Maybe some players got at least a bit better, but the overall standard and the relationships with both the players and the manager has plummeted. It has plummeted. And when I watch these games, especially at the Santiago Bernabeu, bro, when we played at Santiago Bernabeu last year, we had the home advantage and it showed. But the players don't play like they play at home. The first 15 minutes, and bear in mind, Sevilla have not been that great. They have beat one team in their last 5 games, and that was Real Oviedo. After the game where they completely demolished Barcelona, they have been awful. But they still gave us belt to ass in the first 15 minutes. Real Madrid, in the first 15 minutes, had literally 0 shots on target, and they had 4, and the 2 of them came in the 3rd minute and the 7th minute. We were getting completely outplayed, and once again, it came down to Courtois having the most work in this team and being my man of the match, because he was genuinely sensational, especially in the first half. He was playing more up the pitch, I would say, and he was putting the strikers really like under pressure. And let's be honest, you need to do this, especially with a washed up Alexis Sanchez, who's been playing really well this season. Actually, really well is a bit of a stretch, but okay for his age, bro. He's 37, right? Yeah. And Isaac Romero, he's just awful at finishing. 4 shots. How many GA did this guy even have? He had expected goals 0.90 and he has 0 goals. See, if they just had someone like Budimir or even Borja Iglesias, this game would have been completely different. In the first half, first 22 minutes especially, I haven't seen a Madrid team play this bad. I want to give you one more, man. Madrid. How are you getting outplayed? In the attack, in the defense, and in the midfield. Especially Mendy, Agume, and So especially. Bro, these guys gave Chouameni and Arda Güler especially belt to ass. Even Jude in the first 22 minutes. Jude got a bit more in the game after his goal. Of course, we're going to talk about after. But I just have to big up Sevilla a bit more. That first half of performance, especially from the defense and the midfield, as I said before, they had no problem getting the ball past our midfield and defending the attack. Because we had basically no attack. Rodrygo, Vinny, and Mbappe in the first half, nobody was literally doing anything, apart from Rodrygo's cross and Vinny at least doing something on the wing, but still not getting any output. And this left side was just getting bombarded by Isaac Romero, Sov, Mendy, and Sanchez. Fran Garcia, he's just awful at football, let's be honest, guys. I'm not expecting anything from Fran Garcia. But Dean Huijsen, yeah, completed the most passes. Good one, buddy. You got cooked in that first half. This guy cannot run. He cannot win headers. He cannot do anything defensively. And his IQ and positioning in this game is just awful. He got better in the second half. He got way more into it. And he at least got better at set pieces in the second half. But just, he got beat by Isaac Romero. And he had the ball right here. He kicked it here. And he still beat Huijsen in a sprint. He was awful today, man. But then, once again, Madrid turn up when you least expect them to. 38th minute, we get like an okay set piece, I would say. And Rodrygo sets it, takes it. Bellingham, what a header. Bellingham, this is what I want from you, man. And this game from Jude Bellingham. 66 touches, 93 passes. 93 passes completion, of course. Bro, really good game today. Of course, it wasn't the greatest in terms of an overall performance, but the goal really changed the game for us. Without that goal, I think Sevilla is genuinely beating us. And I would say that we were better after the goal, but once again, Sevilla didn't give. I don't know, we were just ass completely. Sevilla was still playing their game, they stuck to their guns, and what completely killed them was the red card in the second half. Because let me tell you that much, bro. Second half was the same shit all over again. Boot of misery, man. Like, Real Madrid just doesn't perform well at any ground, apparently, this season. I was like, come on, let's score in the first 10 minutes of the half. No. At least have some chances, you know. Mbappe was completely out of it today, I have to say. Mbappe couldn't hit a barn door if he wanted to today. He couldn't control a ball. At least he got the penalty, you know. At least he got the penalty. But that's just because Rodrygo won it. Mbappe literally did nothing today. But yeah, the second half started just poor from Madrid. And once Sevilla had so many chances in the second half. Look, they basically almost outplayed us in the second half. And without Courtois, this game is ending up in a Sevilla win. Like, Isaac Romero, thank you so much for being so ass. Especially in the second half, Courtois just outplayed everybody on that pitch once again. That save, by the way, for Sanchez's shot and Adnan Januzaj when he came on. Wow. By the way, Adnan Januzaj in big 2025 is just crazy work in my opinion, bro. Now, happened red card. Marcao red card, completely useless guy. He wants to just say basically that it's not a yellow, right guys? Are we sure that it's not a yellow, bro? Like, come on, I just don't get these players that they genuinely clap up your player and then they act like, oh, but I didn't do anything, bro. It's a clear red card. And then Sevilla, they had less chances, but they still, let me go full screen for this. They went on to have 10 men, yeah? 10 men against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu, and they outperformed us. We won this game 2-0, but I just want you to take this away from the game. We should have conceded at least 3 goals, and Sevilla outplayed us with 10 men. That's how bad Real Madrid is. And without Rodrygo's, like, brilliant run, after when he got substituted, once again, these substitutions by Xabi, bro. I just want you out, man. Xabi Alonso, by the way, gets a 0 out of 10 from me. But after that, Vinny came off. Rodrygo moved to the left. We got the penalty, of course. Mbappe gets his goal. And yeah, it was definitely a penalty, by the way. But I just want to big up Rodrygo a bit. It wasn't his best game today. But in the last 3 games, he has 3 GA, 2 goals, 1 assist, 1 penalty. Most duels won as well this game. And yeah, he was really good. And that chance, by the way, one time when he hit the crossbar, I think the keeper actually saved it. Just, I want this from Rodrygo. I know you are not that consistent overall in all games. But when you pop up with brilliance once, like, in 20 minutes, and then you have, like, so many chances, you are a nuisance to the defenders. That's all I want from you. But this just isn't enough from Real Madrid, Xabi Alonso, the players. It's genuinely laughable. I'm not even angry anymore because I just want to laugh at this team of how bad they are. Because I genuinely am so excited for this team to have, like, a break, and me as well from this team, because this performance just shows how bad we are tactically and how bad Xabi Alonso is at making substitutions and any tactical change. Any tactical change that requires, like, doing anything for us in the game, Xabi Alonso cannot do it. And these subs made no sense. Gonzalo Garcia got put on instead of Vinicius Jr., who actually had an okay game. I think Mbappe should have came off. But he's putting him on to play right wing. Why? Why? You're lucky we won the game, by the way. You're so lucky. We should have lost. So I don't want your bum ass to get happy. And Madrid fans, oh, we won, but we won 3. No! If Barcelona wins once again tomorrow against Villarreal, they're going to be 4 points ahead. So I hope Madrid takes so much away from this year and completely changes the approach. Because if it stays like this, we might be getting wins, but in the big games when it will actually matter, we will go and come up short once again, and we will be winning 0 trophies. And we have some tough games coming up, you know. UCL is not finished, and then you go straight into Copa del Rey again, Super Copa de España once again, and then it's the UCL, you know? It's the knockouts. And the league is... People, the season is short. Real Madrid, please fix up, because this was awful once again. Courtois and Jude Bellingham, thank you so much. And big up Vinny as well, man. I think Vinny deserves a shout, but he still needs to get better, in my opinion. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this reaction. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for the hate watch for Barcelona. I might even be doing a match reaction after. I will see. See you tomorrow or in the next video. Peace out.